video presents how to use the Revit type catalog and lookup editor in regard to its versatility with international applications. So in this example, we've got a Revit French interface deployed, and I've got a Revit family here also opened up. And if I go in and look at the type parameters, you'll see that there's some already default, and then also I've added a few more. So look at acceleration, for instance. You'll see this is set up here in French for the types. So everything's all in French for all languages for both the unit type and the unit of measure. And then if I go through, look at some other one, density as well too. You'll see density de la masse, region, coût du surface. It's all right there. So you've got all types of variations, and if I go in here further and I look at the Manage tab, and we look at the units themselves, you'll see that the units are also set up here in French, and as well as in the unit of measure is also all in French. So what we're going to do is now show that even though the languages are in those native spellings, we're going to show how the tool works just fine based upon how user Revit interaction database. So what we're going to do here is just go in there to, you see this family. I only have one family called standard, and that's it. I'm going to create a new family. So I'm going to go in here to export, type of family. I've got a file right here, press save, yes, we're going to override it. So now in the tool here, for the family type and table editor, we're going to select that particular text file. This is the one we just created. Click OK, and it's now going to load. And as you'll see here, if I expand this table out, it's maintaining the transfer of all the languages, but the internal measurements that work within the Revit database are still consistent to what is by default criteria for Revit. So anyway, for the user standpoint, for international applications, they'll never see this information. They'll see their native information. Let's go in here now. Just do is add a new row. Control Shift Plus, and let me just go and just copy this row over. Let me just call this one out here for. We'll just go to Nouveau, and I can change any of the parameters if I want to in here. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. That's the type of material that was loaded in that family, which we have multiple of. Let's go ahead and set up here duct size of 2, maybe this measurement 150. So that'll be enough to show what's going on here. And I'll go ahead back in here. I'm going to export this file. I can do option do backup. I'll say yes. Backup created. Overwrite the original. Yes. And it's done. So now in this file, I can go back in here to load. So insert my types. I'm going to pick the file we just created. Open it. It's going to ask me if I want to overwrite. I'll say yes, I will. And now when I go in here and look at my family types, you'll see I also have Nouveau. And all the values, ABC, 1, 2, 3. All information is there. If I go back and I look at that information and I look at for the region, you'll still see this information is still all in French. And so no impact with your Revit families at all, no matter really what language you're working in kind of any Revit environment. So I hope that you appreciate this video and answers any questions. Thank you.